Hello everyone, this is Amir from Meshmatic. Today we are going to look at material optimization in Maya. Let's have a look at this sample model. This model was originally a CAD model from SolidWorks that I converted into an FBX and imported into Maya. If I select everything, I see that I'm dealing with 2000 objects, so it is a little heavy model for either rendering film or real-time rendering in game engine. So I need to optimize as much as I can. Material optimization is a very important part in optimizing your game engine or any render speed, because every time you have one material, your GPU actually has to work a layer harder. Let's look at the material library. This is the area we are working with for today, so let's make this a little bigger. All right. Okay, so let's have a look. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm guessing this is about 15, or let's say maximum, no, 15. So 70, roughly 70 materials. Basically, what's happening is your GPU has to work 70 times for every frame to render each material layer. And that's gonna take some expense on your graphic card. For something like 3060 or 3080 RTX GeForce, this is not a very big number, but when you're dealing with middle level or lower level graphic cards, then you need to optimize these materials for the best FPS. One easy way in Maya to do that is by selecting based on the material and then combining them. And this is how it works. Let's see, I see a lot of white, grayish materials. So I see 1, 2, 4, that's 6, 10, 12, 14, 20, 25, almost similar color materials, and I definitely can select them and combine them together. Let's go ahead and hold down Shift and left mouse click on these materials. Let's see, I want to select these. Okay, seems like I selected everything. I'm gonna come here and go under Edit and select objects with materials. This tool will go through your model and find any mesh that has one of these materials. Select object with mesh, click, and let's see what was the selection result. It's a little difficult to see exactly what was selected. So I'm gonna hide everything else to see the selection. Okay, I see basically the majority of the model was light gray, but I had 20 different light grays. So what I want to do here is to keep one of those shaders and get rid of all the duplicate or similar white shaders. For that, make sure this selection is still selected. I'm gonna come here and right click and assign material to selection. So I did see a little change in the color in the shader, which I can fix it very easy. But look what happens in your library. If I go under Edit and delete unused nodes, look what happens. Only this one remained, and all the other duplicate similar white materials are now gone. It means, my mistake. Let's see where it went. All right, now look what happens. All these different objects, which are about 1080 objects, are now sharing one material. It means your GPU doesn't need to work 1,000 times 80, or sorry, 1,000 times 20. It only works 1,000 times 1, which is going to be one layer of render pass. Your GPU is going to run much faster this way. I think it was a little more whitish, and the ambient color was not really bluish. Gonna move it to a warmer color. And there we go. I do see more duplicate materials in my library. So I have, for example, five similar red, and I have a lot of yellows, duplicate yellows. I can repeat the same process. So select all these yellows, select objects with material. Let's go back out of isolation mode and just hide again. Okay, I see I have about 100 yellow objects in my scene. So I'm gonna keep one and get rid of the rest. So right click on one of the yellows, assign material to selection, and edit, delete unused materials. So my material count is now reducing to a very good number. Usually I would go before 10 or less than 10, but any number as much as you can merge is helpful for your FPS optimization. That was it for today. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you in the next video.